Ghana has lost that X-wild factor about the team.
If you want to go to the round of 16, the first thing I'll say and say we have to score Cape Verde.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MYBET.AFRICA TV. My name is Kwame Labi. The last time we came here, we looked into the insights of the AFCON. What are Ghana's chances at this year's AFCON in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire? But today, we are going to zoom a little bit into what the Blackstars have prepared for this year's AFCON. A few days ago, they had a game against Namibia here in Kumasi. It was a goalless game. I'm sure my panelists here have a lot to say about that one. But we're also seeing some pictures trending on social media. The Blackstars are in Abidjan now. And all the people are talking about the outfits and all of that. We're going to go into all of that today on the show. Let me invite my people, Francois in the building, and of course Vincent in the building. They will be at the AFCON this year, so definitely any intel, any information that we're going to get from the AFCON, these are the guys that are going to give you all the information right from there. Francis, welcome.
Thanks, bro.
Vincent, welcome.
Welcome, bro.
Great. We know the Blackstars have prepared for this year's AFCON. They played more like a training match against Namibia. You watched the game. What do you think about it? It's a laughter for me.
He believes that Ghana will win the AFCON. Or see, when the names are there,
like Zambia, yeah.
See Zambia. Anka say Cameroon.
I mean, remember that year Zambia was
Cameroon said Hugo Bruce. Cameroon said they were building 5 years project, and then Hugo Bruce took them to Gabon. I think in 2017, and they beat Ghana in the semi-finals, and then they beat Egypt. Kitse Vincent Abubakar's brilliant strike in the final, and they won it. And after that, funny enough, after that, the project got dismantled.
5 years project,
Yaji AFCON and dismantled. Ashi. But hey, with all seriousness, let's talk about Blackstars. We all saw them we watched them against Namibia on Monday, holiday, in Kumasi at the Babaya Sports Stadium. It was a complete meltdown after the game on social media.
Why do you keep looking at his face and saying all this?
He has always believed that they can do the job over the rest of the people, the teams in the group. But let's put sentiments apart. Let's put allegiance apart. It's football, and you've got to prepare well to grind out the results. When you don't prepare well, it can come back and haunt you. And one thing about this current Black Stars team is they step into the name frame Black Stars. Yes, Black Stars is a huge name. It scares opponents in the past because of what we used to do. But currently we are struggling to even beat minnows in African football. And the current crop of players need to know that they have to simmer down, play good football, then they can walk like champions. But now they should stop walking like champions, because what we saw against Namibia, that was a catastrophe. It wasn't in the book. It wasn't written. Someone torn the scripts just like that. Because this same Namibia team played against Legon City, the Ghanaian Premier League side. Legon City led and they equalized in the dying embers of the game to play 1-1. So against Ghana, people were thinking that Ghana, they were coming to do something. But it never came. But it's a friendly game. That's what they want us to believe in. But Chris Hughton needs to sit up as a manager, because the way the team is playing, trust me, as a panelist or as a pundit, I don't have any hope in what I have seen so far. Unless hope? Yes, that is, I'm being realistic. Unless we go to the tournament and then they play, in Angola, we never gave them any opportunity. But in 2010, they went all the way to the final and they lost to Egypt. So I think unless they go into the tournament against Cape Verde, they deliver something good, that is when we can start thinking positive about the Black Stars.
Vincent, what do you think about it? I mean,
the Namibia game.
Yeah, the Namibia game.
Well, I think that game, per the match report, I couldn't watch the game, but the match report and the commentary after the game means Ghana, we didn't play very well. I mean, under Chris Hughton, himself, first half, Yambobo, then second half, but it tells you we have, although we don't have that good squad that we need, but I mean the squad that we have, we knew players be any baby with the absence of Thomas Partey. Some of the players they've missed out of the squad through injuries, And I think there's one thing evident in Blackstars here both, but I don't know why the coach keeps on repeating that thing. Always a person about 2 pivotal, 2 defensive midfielders, and what team, you can't sass me, it's not helping the team. How can you go into a game against Namibia and play 2 defensive midfielders? Namibia, Boben or no, Namibia, Bo Kumasia, Obebo, defenders for one about 2 defensive midfielders. Like, one is hard. So, Chris Hilton, I mean, the coach, he doesn't have experience in the African football. We're in the first AFCON. So how AFCON is here. But then we have, Andre Ayew, who is going to, break a lot of records in this AFCON. Most caps, most goals in the AFCON, and himself definitely he's going to break it. But then this AFCON, with the match boy, and I think that the coach should just change the system. You see that we go to, because right now, Salisu is back, Jiku is our best defender in the team currently. We have Daniel Amate, they all play in the Turkish league, and Turkish league near one of the leagues one of the toughest leagues in Europe. So we can go with our 3 back, then play 1 defensive midfielder, then play an offensive midfielder. Then the team will get, that free flowing football. No? And yes, Sadia said, me, I have the belief say the Blackstars, we can win this tournament. I don't know, but more believe you say you bet match this tournament. Sometimes going to the tournament, we have, several teams they go to tournaments. You don't, not people didn't, voted them say on Beji, especially Chelsea in 2021 Champions League. Obian to Chelsea to Beji Champions League. But some 1 or 2 changes be. One thing about this Blackstar team is, we can't score goals, but always you consider goals. Blackstars under Chris Hilton has considered 10 goals. And they actually 8 goals per. So it tells you that you're not intimate goal, but also intimate defending very well. So if we are able to defend very well, and find our attackers, I think Cape Verde, Mozambique, the group stages, a win and a draw. I think we can qualify to the group stages. But what we have to do is we have to top the group. Senabia Yintimi could share any of the top dogs in the round of 16 and say it's me free round of 16 quarterfinal. Trust me, you are going to win the trophy.
All right. I want to stay on you.
No, what makes him believe that Ghana can?
I'm coming there. I want to stay on you. The last time we had the conversation, you weren't around. Francis gave us almost all the reasons why Blackstars going into this competition might be a disaster. It's something that's evident. You watch some of the games that we've played before the AFCON came.
Yeah.
What makes you really think that the Blackstars could, I'm using my words carefully,
he's scratching his forehead,
could win this AFCON? Because anyway,
what are the strengths?
What are the strengths in there?
On paper.
Yes.
Football is not played on paper.
No.
Let him talk. We are listening to him.
On paper.
Yeah.
Ghana is not the favorites. The top 4 are Ghana and Cameroon.
You need top 10 Africa.
Top 10
in the football realm, in the spiritual realm, something. You see, football and sometimes so the reason why I'm saying that is previous tournaments I acquire Ghana and they all believe say we have a good team, we have the Muntaris, we have the Steve. Ghana.
And they've taken us to the semi-finals.
The finals. 2 times and in But what I'm saying is, with this Blackstars team, 41 years going, I think is it 41 to 42 years, we haven't won the African Cup of Nations, and a lot of things happen. We've lost some of the Blackstars players and Andre Ayew. Like Oshe team nidia, your never be a backy team spiritually, but nipa bebrene hu sa ade no. But let's do a factual analysis here. Currently in the AFCON, if so rank here, maybe you would tip, let's say Morocco, or better pay Senegal, or better pay Ivory Coast, Algeria, Cameroon, Morocco. Egypt, Morocco. Morocco, Nigeria, Cameroon, then maybe Guinea, Mali, then maybe Ghana.
I don't even rank. I don't know. I feel Nigeria.
So anyway, but despite Ghana, people believe say we don't have the squad. Let's not forget say when you come to this tournament, Uyi, Cameroon, and Egypt through Ghana in percent in Bia. Of course.
Senegal.
When it comes to that, Ghana, Senegal, none other no AFCON, no bad that.
Football is a current form.
It's not a current form as football. In himself experience in the class, a fact. Senegal no a can no enye men di mu adru no mo jeje na kan fa mo after AFCON dey no my.
No, but
People have been saying, you see, there's one thing that people have not been saying. Nigeria, Nigeria was squad. Nigeria last 3 games, so you win.
Vincent, let's be realistic.
Oh,
Senegal won the African Cup. At the 2022 World Cup, FIFA World Cup in Qatar. They are the only African team to progress to the round of 16. I think so, if my memory serves me right, before they get kicked out. Senegal has a greater chunk of that team that won the AFCON in Cameroon 2 years ago. So going into this game, they are playing as a border country to Ivory Coast, same as the way Ghana is a border country to Ivory Coast. So their supporters will troop into the stadiums to support. So it will be like home away from home. So it's going to be difficult. See, let's be realistic. Ghana has lost that X-wild factor about the team. Currently, if you look at this team, Andre Ayew, is he in top shape? No, he's the top scorer of the team. Jordan, I'm calling the experienced players
Zambia this year for Kwakoji AFCON, no more top shape.
Let him finish.
Christopher Katongo was playing one of his brilliant games. Chance, what is the name? Isaac Chansa. You look at the goalkeeper Nwini. They were on top of their game going into that particular AFCON, and they play as a collective unit. They play low block and hit people on the counter attack. Their striker, the one who scored Ghana, he played for Brighton some time ago. What's his name? The name just escaped me. They were on top of their game and they were playing good. But look at this Blackstars team. We are struggling to score goals. That is the biggest problem of the team. And goals win you matches. We don't have a star striker. Inaki Williams is a glorified striker. He's not an Asamoah Gyan, neither is he a Matthew Amwa or Abedi Pele or Tony Yeboah. Let's be realistic here.
Asamoah Gyan didn't win the AFCON.
I'm coming. We are talking about big.
None of the players he mentioned won the AFCON.
We are talking about big players that has positive effect on the team in major tournaments. Asamoah Gyan, yes, he didn't win the AFCON, but he has carried Ghana to finals twice. He has played brilliantly in 2010 and then in 2015. So you can't take anything away from him. Look at this team. The star player of the team currently is struggling to even play for us. Mohammed Kudus. He's not even training with the team. Just yesterday, he had some shake-up, and then today he's on the plane to Ivory Coast. As in the kind of mindset he's going to the AFCON with is another thing. You see, the problem with my good friend is Vincent is take your emotions away, digest the facts, look at the weaknesses and the strength, and let's be realistic.
I beg to differ. I don't think being hopeful that your team will win is an emotional card.
But I believe Ghana can win.
I think if Ghana is playing, I wouldn't wish that we win.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. He's just trying to say that.
But being a pundit, I'm arguing as a neutral person here. Let's be realistic. Like, see, on any given day, with a current form guide, business, which is football, you put Ghana, Egypt, you put Ghana, Morocco, you put Ghana, Senegal, you put Ghana, Ivory Coast, they will give us problems. You put Ghana, Tunisia, they will give us problems. We've got to dig deep.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that he mentioned something earlier that when it comes to tournaments like the AFCON, just like the Champions League, is played with class? There are levels to the games. I mean, we know for a fact that if there's a country like Egypt in there, Egypt is going to show you that they've won the AFCON multiple times, 7 times. Ivory Coast will also show you that they are also there. A team like Nigeria will show you that they are there.
Cameroon 5 times, Ghana 4 times.
So these are teams that impose fear into each other. My question is, are you trying to tell me that Ghana do not have the aura or the class to be able to make it to at least the finals of the AFCON this year?
We tag ourselves as one of the powerhouses of African football.
Are we?
Currently, we are not. Previously, we were.
All time. Are we?
All time. The tag is there. You can't take it away because Ghana have won the AFCON 4 times.
Great.
But currently, unless you don't want to agree with me on this, football is a current form business. Do you agree to that or not?
That's everybody knows. I mean, the likes of AC Milan.
Okay, so let's say currently, does Ghana play the kind of football that strikes fear into opponents? We struggle to beat Comoros.
I don't think
we struggle to beat Angola. We struggle to beat Gabon.
Namibia.
We struggle to beat Namibia. It's a problem. It strikes you. And reality sometimes need to dawn on you for you to be able to have a second look at yourself and look over your shoulders and readjust yourself. I pray that the draw again against Namibia should be a reality check and a wake-up call for the Blackstars team and the technical handlers so that they will know that, hey, we can't take any opponents for granted. Because if you're not beating Namibia at home, Cape Verde, they have players that they naturalize from the Portuguese league, from American league. People don't know that most of their players, some of them play in the American league, the MLS, from the Portuguese. So they have quality chunk of players in there. And if you lose guard, just like the way we lose guard in the 2021 or 2020 AFCON in Cameroon, and then we couldn't beat Gabon. We thought we were going to use Comoros as an scapegoat.
Comoros gave way.
And Comoros basically destroyed us, humiliated us, and kicked us out of the tournament. Ghana needs to take a clue from what happened in the last AFCON. The first match against Cape Verde, in my eyes, is a banana peel.
Let's go into that game.
See, per the permutations, Ghana naturally are not good starters in major tournaments. In the last 5 African Cup editions that Ghana has played, trust me, Ghana struggled to win their first game. It was in 2017 in Gabon that I think we beat Guinea. Asamoah scored in that game. I think we won by 1-0. In 2015, we lost to Senegal. In 2010, we lost to Ivory Coast in Cabinda. In 2012, did we win that game? We drew. In 2013 in South Africa, we drew against DRC. The last AFCON, we lost against Morocco. So sometimes the way you start determines your fate in the group. Ghana should take a clue. We don't need to take Cape Verde as a lightweight because Cape Verde can cause you problems on any given day. They have the players to cause you that problem. And this Blackstars team have proven that whenever they go down, they find it extremely difficult to overturn it and win games. So they should, you see, the coach has to understand that the double pivot is not a Ghanaian thing. It won't work. He should stop playing to the 2 defensive midfielders gallery. It is exposing him and how he goes about his permutations of his team. It's only a stubborn person that doesn't listen. And if you don't listen and things backfire, people will come back and haunt you. I don't think if Ghana gets out of the group stage in this tournament, Chris Hughton will keep his job. I mean, he's fun. I like Chris Hughton. I wish he keeps this job for a very long time. But sometimes he has to listen. He has to look through the crystal ball and understand that he alone cannot take decisions that is best for about 30 million people.
But I'm thinking that's why there are other assistant coaches there to help him take such decisions. Are you trying to tell me that these people are also not seeing the vision that playing a double pivot
at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, Nana, it's the head of the house that whose head has to be chopped off. You understand?
Yeah.
So even if he's in consultation with his backroom staff, at the end of the day, he is the gaffer of the Blackstars. So when things are not going right, he's the one that people will come back to and hunt him down. Like you were saying earlier, it's not working and it won't work. He should abandon it and then look for something else. It is my prayer that Mohammed Kudus goes to the AFCON in a right frame of mind and be ready to play for the Blackstars.
Speaking of Mohammed Kudus, let me come to you. Our TB Joshua here. He sees spiritual things. Emmanuel.
I don't think.
I want before even coming, I want us to speak a little bit about Mohammed Kudus. How important is he in this team? Don't we think that there's a lot of pressure on him to work some magic in the Blackstars squad? Because I personally have a feeling that we're going to do more Kudus, and now one boy.
Kudus has been the star boy for the team for the past 2 years. First half. I think the previous one he was part of the list, but he got injured and went to Mamba. But Kudus has been the star boy for the team for the past 2 years. Going to the World Cup, Mohammed Kudus, and I mean the time here Kudus Kudus agent and Go. So that is when right now when it comes to the Blackstars, the Kudus no be able to even though say Ghana Yambo cry, you could see that Mohammed Kudus is the only light in the team. Like how Kopama Aye or Chelsea team. Obia Sankradia, if Kudus get a ball and so the little chance he will convert for the team. So I think Kudus, is the star boy for the team. And maybe right now we don't have Thomas Partey as well. And if we don't have Thomas Partey, we don't have Mohammed Kudus in the team, it's going to, a bit affected team. No, let's not forget Kamadin. A lot of players also missed out. And let's not forget guy, Kokoya, you call World Cup, no, but Tre. He's also a fantastic guy in the team, also you're losing. So I think losing Mohammed Kudus at this point, but I'm not sure it's a Kudus in prayer because mind games been now West Ham for no more year. If the player in prayer, why were you insisting? So you wanted him to play the last match before Kobe Bar. And Kudus about now the way I know to Mikana. I don't see that this Nima boy prayer. Kudus is going to play. So I think if we miss Kudus there, it's going to be a big blow for us.
All right.
A very big blow for us.
How should the Blackstars prepare, or what kind of shape do you want to see the Blackstars in against the first game? Well, in the first game against Cape Verde?
Well, I think Cape Verde, they are making their 4th appearance in the AFCON this season. And as a matter of fact, we shouldn't take them so light that Ghana beat Metria for us. So in recent times, when Ghana is playing Madagascar, when Ghana is playing Comoros, when Ghana is playing those lower teams in Africa, we struggle a lot because we say, so when you are playing against Ghana, over low block, they can't create chances, they can't score. No one hits on more counter attack. So once we are going to play against Cape Verde, from Cape Verde training sessions from Portugal to Tunisia, tells you how they are coming to play. Because in this tournament, the 3rd best team also qualifies to the round of 16. So if you say, no Cape Verde, no Timinia just a win. The probability say he will qualify to the next round of the competition is very high. So definitely, they are going to open up the game. And one thing about Blackstars is our first half games are so very, very poor. The first half games in here. So if first half we are able to hold Cape Verde, to a first half draw, I think say you bet me win the game no. Mozambique, that is the last game, and that is the match. Because do start time. You say Ghana for your betting calculator. Egypt. Definitely, we are going to do that. But Mozambique team, at that point, if on Timina draw to end that last Ghana game, he needs just a point. Trust me, Obeha Ghana. So I think the Cape Verde game, if you want to go to the round of 16. The first thing I'll say and say we have to score Cape Verde. Say Intimash Cape Verde, then it means you are not going to qualify to the next. Even if you are going to qualify to the next round, it means you are going to be the 3rd best team in our group. So I think our lineup, for our previous matches, you know how I struggle, how to get the transition phase from the defense to attack. It's been our problem since Partey. Even if Partey or Okra, sometimes And I don't know where I don't know if Kudus is going to be, fit enough to start the first game, but then I hope so definitely it's either he will start or maybe you come off from the bench. I hope coach maybe about 3 back. That is our best option.
Jiku in that game has been solid in Namibia. There is no way they should bring Jiku in Ivory Coast based on what we've seen on Monday. When he steps forward, his judgment, his tackle both in the air on the ground, solid, and his decision, the way he play passes to the midfielders and into the attacking set for the strikers. Jiku has been a decent player, and he has been very transparent.
Jiku and Amate at some point in their career have played as a DM. So for Strasbourg, when we called Jiku to the Blackstars, he was playing as a DM for Strasbourg that very year. So say about 3 backer, I remember a lot of the balance. We just need the balance in that team.
Quickly, we need to wrap up, but let me let you finish. The last time he gave us his preferred starting lineup.
Okay.
Can you run us through yours?
Okay, I think Richard Ofori is going to be the main man for the team. So I will start Richard Ofori, my 3 back, Daniel Amate, Jiku, and Salisu. I'll play Gideon Mensah. Then maybe I'll play Ali Duseidu for Shege reasons, for the good balance. And also I think I'll play Salis. Then I'll play Ashmeru. So Salis and Ashmeru. Then I think the front 3, I'll go for Inaki Williams, Jordan Ayew, and Mohammed Kudus.
Okay.
You
still want to stand by?
Yeah, it's the same thing I said last week. But, I will not step out of the studio without sending a shout out for the very first time on the show to the bankroller of Homestars Football Club in the Volta region. basically is the reason why I'm going to the Ivory Coast for the African Cup of Nations. He has basically single-handedly sponsored my trip. His name is Mr. Joe Aivo.
Mr. Joe
Aivo, aka Apeloto. He owns a Lotto consortium in the Volta region.
So aka
Apeloto. Yes.
Okay.
He's a big man in the Volta region.
Big man.
I would like to say thank you to him. I appreciate what he has done for me, and to everyone in whole.
Okay.
Keep watching the channel.
All right. Mr. Apeloto, I will drop my mobile number then. You go sponsor me. I will go walk up the next World Cup they come. So
the next 2 years.
We'll see how we could do it. But I think that's what we have for you today on the show. Thank you so much for watching. Do well to always click on that bell up there. So when we drop a video, you can always be the first person to watch it, and of course like, comment, and share to other people so that they can also experience the great content that you are giving you here. This has been MYBET.AFRICA TV. Do well to always choose MYBET.AFRICA.com. That is where you go, place your bets, and you could win amazing amounts of money there. My name is Namibia. Thank you so much, Mr. Francis. Thank you so much, TB Joshua. Until we come your way another time, have a great day and enjoy the channel.